Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Still on Messi's matter and updates. Well, in the chat that transpired between herself and the blogger called Gislova, she didn't have the chance to explain what exactly started the fight, and she went ahead on her story, Insta story. She shared what exactly happened and telling her own side of the story, explaining that this woman was intimidating her and she had to stand up for herself. And the only question she asked this woman was that, did you mention my name? And from there, you wouldn't believe this woman threw a bottle at her. But thank God there was someone in the middle, and thankfully this person was not hurt at all. Well, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, no one should come for me, it seems Larrit, the shoe vendor, has the serious beef and serious issues with Messi Aigbe before the party, because it cannot just be that simple question that triggered her and made her get angry. From what Larrit said in a conversation with the popular blogger called Gislova, she said Messi Aigbe was just up and about ranting and calling the owner and paying the DJ to call people so many unprintable names, and this was when she lost it and she had to throw a bottle at her. But nevertheless, let's assume it didn't go the way it did. The bottle had met Messi Aigbe somewhere bad, and something bad or even worse happened. We won't be talking about this. I don't see any reason why Lara had to go physical with Messi Aigbe. Messi Aigbe was just using her mouth to say what she wanted, and she could have just controlled her emotions and anger. Last, this is just my opinion. No one should come for me. And at the same time, I'm not saying Messi did the right thing or she went about it the best way that she could have. No, not at all. But at the same time, going physical with people is not the best option either. Well, explaining our own side of the story, Messi Aigbe went ahead to write a long epistle as how it started and how it all went down. The first slide, she said, in reference to the video online, my side of the story, part 1. I have been bullied online severally by Larrit, Lara. She calls me unprintable names unprovoked. Yesterday, she took it a step further by physically assaulting me. I was at a friend's store opening at Remy Gold to celebrate with her. Larrit was one of the guests. This woman, for no reason best known to her, slanders me online at every opportunity she gets. She has done many live videos and posts to this effect. I tried to reach out to her to understand what the issues were, but she chose to ignore me. Lara and I are acquaintances. I have patronized her business, and she has also done likewise. So I was surprised and confused how she suddenly became an enemy. I sent messages to her on WhatsApp. I called a few people close to her to understand why she would decide to be an antagonist. All efforts proved abortive. End quote. This was Messi Aigbe. She went ahead to share some WhatsApp messages between herself and Lara, showing that they've both patronized each other and talked business. She further explained the part of the story, saying, at the party yesterday, she started with the same energy, throwing words at me, calling me names and being disrespectful. Initially, I kept calm, didn't respond to her. People around her appealed to her to stop, yet Lara wouldn't stop, and so I decided to stand up for myself and retaliate with the same energy. It became heated and everyone around tried to break her peace. She still wouldn't stop. At some point, she tried to throw a bottle at me, but it hit the lady in front of her and there was pandemonium. I stepped out to leave in the middle of the brouhaha, but my friends pleaded with me to stay, including the celebrant. I went back and she started attacking me verbally again. Eventually, she was taken out of the party and she left. She went overboard with her hate yesterday. The bottle could have harmed someone and it would become a criminal case. This was an unnecessary attack. However, I would like to apologize to my fans and family who felt I should have handled the whole situation differently. I am sorry. This was Messi Aigbe apologizing to her fans and her brand as well. Well, speaking of, she should have handled it more maturely. Yes, she should ought to have handled it more maturely. Messi Aigbe ought to have left the scene immediately. She should have been the bigger person, not bring herself down to a level of ridicule. Now, Messi Aigbe went ahead to apologize even more, stating that moving forward, I'm a peace-loving person and would really do like to put this whole episode behind me. Thank you for everyone who reached out to me. I'm very fine. The bottle did not touch me at all, as I was far from her. Sadly, it touched someone else, but I was told she wasn't injured and she's also fine. Thank you once again. Y'all made me feel so loved. End quote. And of course, Lara Larrit saw all the posts made by Messi Aigbe. She went ahead to warn Messi Aigbe that she should desist from mentioning her name in any explanation she is making on social media, as she herself has resisted the urge to shalaye social media, as a lot of people will come for her and say she's trying to chase clout. So therefore, she's not going to talk about her own side of the story. She eventually mentioned why she got mad at Messi. And this on her social media page, she said, and I quote, "Morning to everyone. When you have nothing to cover up for, there will be no reason to run around to give explanation or frame up lies to cover up to seek public pity. The only thing that will provoke and trigger me is if you, Messi Aigbe, lie on me to do damage control and run your mouth anyhow on your useless interview. I'm trying my best to ignore, not to come and start narrating how two adults fought. Both actively committed the same aggressive behavior and both were wrong, but one was caught on camera and the other didn't. Do you got the real me before they took you out? I took my critics, learned on my mistake and stand to be corrected from the public people too. Do your useless ejo ofo interview in peace with no lies to cover up. The disgusting part of your life, Messi Aigbe, is this useless, two-faced abusing life. Always acting like the victim to the public and showing your devilish part behind closed doors. Anyone can buy your drama. That's not my business, but don't play with me. You know this your Joe Wewe Oshi interview is what brought your marriage drama to the public, that made individuals to give different opinion. And for the record and clarification, you marrying someone's husband is not my problem, nor my headache. Your audacity to disrespect and show off and display different indirect signal. Men might not understand women ete and abosi in disguise, but all women know, and we know ourselves in pepper them game. You kept on daring the other woman on what can she do, and calling yourself the owner, the husband that belongs to another woman that has 4 kids for the same man you married, is what I stood against. And if that is my crime, to have offended some people, I say it here publicly, I am not sorry. And also for the record, because many people always refer to K1 marriage that I took side. I was not aware that both women had a brief relationship until after the wedding, and I reached out to Titi and more things were clear to me and I gave my apology. I'm not a supporter of a broken home and marriage, so please, public opinion is allowed, but people should verify on issues before giving your opinion. Everything you see on social media is not always exactly the way it is. Don't forget that. May you all have a blessed day. Case closed. This was Larrit Lara explaining what she stood for and what she stood against at the party. Well, a lot of people have been chastising Messi Aigbe for this particular action that she took, which is flaunting the owner and peppering the first wife. Well, guys, let's hear your opinion in the comment section. There you have it. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and drop your comments in the comment section below. Thank you. Bye.